Hey, this is John from the Bowhunter Chronicles podcast, and today we are going over the Hawk Apex platform. Right out of the box, it looks like a lot like the Tethrd platform, which we'll just do a quick comparison because I got one right here. And this is a platform I used all season, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But yeah, look at them side by side. Man, look at them like that. I don't know if they have some kind of agreement. I guess it's not really my business, but it looks a lot like the same dimensions, same angles, everything. But so the major difference is obviously the Predator is cast aluminum, and this is it's got some tube aluminum and some like angle. And I think we already did the weight. This weighs in at 3.4, and this weighed in at 3 pounds even, and that was with their straps attached. So the major difference I see in these are the angle of the top, what do you call it? The claw that grabs into the tree. This one is more convex, and this one's more straight across, if you will. But this one comes in, I think Adam said it was right around $100, $99.99. So it's a little bit cheaper. This is cast in the US. This one here says made in Vietnam. So if you want to support US, whatever, or if you don't care about that and you want something a little cheaper, this could be it. But we just did a side-by-side comparison out on the tree. And right off the get-go, before we even put it on the tree, we noticed this. We thought this might be a little bit slippery and a little bit noisy. And for sure, I put this one down first on the lower end of the tree, climbed up on it. I got my crispy boots on, no noise whatsoever. As soon as I stepped onto this one with some wet boots, it started squeaking, and it was pretty slippery.
That one already squeaked.
For the guys at home that this, they end up with this, you're gonna have to do some modifications. Either get some tape or like grip tape, or take a side grinder to it and do some real modifications. But the other thing too is along the edges here. Like if you look at, I don't want to keep coming back to the Predator, but they have like serrations along the edge. So your boots, like when you're doing a side bite on it, you get a lot of grip. Where this one, when I was out on the tree, I was trying to do the side grip, and I was slipping off. Now, it would obviously be different when it was dry, but most of the time, we're not hunting in the dry. The other thing too was, the way this one connected to the tree, I put it up like I do this one, and kick it down, push the platform down my feet, and it bit in good. But as soon as I started putting a lot of side pressure, it kicked out. We ended up actually taking this top bracket off and putting on here, and it did a little bit better, but it still kicked out a little bit. So it might be a modification that, the guys at home are going to want to do. This definitely was not stable for side loading like I like to do. And that's the main reason I went to a platform. Last year I used the Ring of Steps, Wild Edge Steps, and it worked really good. But I wanted to switch to the platform this year, and to be able to get all the way around the tree with a platform, you got to do some side loading, and I had no problems whatsoever with the Predator. This, on the other hand, I think you'd end up having some problems because it slipped both ways pretty easy. we'll put a clip of that in the video. So, I mean, like I said, it's got the same same footprint basically as the Predator. Not much heavier. Comes with a, it's got the button is almost in the identical spot as well. Maybe a little bit different, but as you can see, I mean, they're really close. It's got the same kind of adjustments for your angle of your platform. It does have like a little polymer block there to screw against, where Predator's got the same style, which makes it nice for when you're on the odd angle trees. But noise wise, this is a little quieter when you're banging it. So the one thing is, this would be more for the guy that, like the do-it-yourselfer guy, instead of making one like we have one hanging over like the seat, or just getting away from the ring of steps. The guy that doesn't want to spend quite as much money on the platform, but I can see it's got potential. So you could go and do some stuff like either take a side grinder and, because this right here is not structural. This is just extra lip. So you could take a side grinder with a cutoff wheel and notch this up and make it similar to what the Predator is. And then you'd have some side grip. Change this top bracket. I know a lot of guys, like I know this comes with two. So if you have a buddy that has a Predator and he's got an extra top bracket, that might be an option to swap out, or buy him a case of beer or something, or a 6-pack. I mean, Busch Light, shoot, it's pretty cheap. But so yeah, this would be for those guys that are looking for a little bit cheaper option. I mean, it is a decent rig, but it needs a little bit of, I guess, do-it-yourself work to it to make it a better product, and definitely get by with it. So we'll see you next time. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button wherever it's at,